So, you've seen all those really awesome clips going around of Monster Hunter Wilds, and you were like, hey, I think I'm going to try this game out. And then you did a little more research and you were like, nah, I don't know about that. Maybe this game is too hard. Maybe this game isn't for me. Maybe while you were doing a little bit of research, you saw comments that looked like this one. Or maybe even ones that look like that one. Well, let's talk about it, okay? Welcome to the tavern. I'm Shikachu, and this is a series I like to call Ordinary Gamer's Point of View, where I give you the totally non-sweaty perspective on video games, and you can decide whether or not it's something you want to try. This video right here isn't a video that's going to help you get good, and I'm not a pro, and you're not really going to learn much from me that's going to make you a pro. My goal here is to convince newbies and casual gamers alike that it's okay to perform poorly and it's okay to make mistakes. The goal here is to have fun and build community if that's something you're interested in. So a select few of you might have clicked on this video and thought, what the heck even is Monster Hunter anyways? To answer that question, Monster Hunter is a series of hack and slash games that first came out in 2004. The premise of the game is pretty simple. You hunt monsters, you get monster parts, you make better gear to go and hunt bigger monsters. Really easy, right? The crafting elements in the game are pretty in-depth and they're pretty necessary to your overall success within the game. There's certain potions that you'll need to make that are going to help you out in extreme climates and environments, as well as buffs to your stats like attack, defense, and stamina. There's 14 weapons to choose from in Monster Hunter Wilds, impacting just how you might choose to take on a monster. Okay, so now that we've gotten the basics down of what the game is, let's talk about the difficulty level. Earlier in the week, I received a comment on one of my TikToks asking if this was a cozy game because the commenter does not like to get beat up. Now, let me emphasize that gaming choice is personal, and I in no way think of cozy gamers as not being gamers. They're gamers whether you agree or not. Now, with that disclaimer out of the way, I am a little frustrated by that sentiment, and not for the reasons that you think. Not because I feel like that they should pick up a real game, but because I am well aware of the type of gamers that they've probably encountered that made them feel like they didn't belong as a gamer. How many of us have been in an online multiplayer setting where we might have messed up something and then just received a torrent of abuse afterwards for the thing that we messed up on? I am willing to bet that it is everyone who has regularly played an online game that requires an internet connection. And with Monster Hunter being a bit on the difficult side, I can understand why someone would want to play it with other people in order to help complete their hunts. Monster Hunter is hard, and no, I don't care if you can beat the flagship monster with one hand tied behind your back while running on a treadmill. Yes, these feats are pretty cool when people do them, and no, I don't think that people should stop filming themselves doing these awesome things because honestly, they're pretty amazing to watch. But to my ordinary viewers, you have to understand that they are the exception and not the rule. You shouldn't be pressuring yourself into performing at the same level that some of these other people can perform. Monster Hunter will not hold your hand, and it will not pull its punches either. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it. In fact, I feel like it means the opposite. If you enjoy challenging yourself and you enjoy the feeling that you get after you've completed something that you've really challenged yourself to do, you're going to really enjoy this game. In Wilds, the first monster that you're going to face is Chatacabra. Chatacabra. Chatacabra? You're going to face that thing. He's like a giant armored frog. The first few monsters that you encounter in a Monster Hunter game are generally going to be a bit on the easier side, and your goal is to continue hunting them so that you can craft armor out of them. It sounds repetitive, but certain environmental factors like weather or larger monsters that might be in the area might change up exactly how you choose to complete the hunt. In the game, there is a variety of what is called endemic life and endemic plants, and all of these things are going to be useful to collect to use in your hunt for your monsters. This is even comes down to things like certain bugs are used in certain potions, certain bugs are used in certain traps. There are plants there that will heal you. So, if you've taken a pretty heavy hit and you're trying to save your potions for a later part in the hunt, you can use those plants, heal yourself right back up, and really use the environment to your advantage. When I say that you need to get used to the feel of the game, I mean that you really need to get used to the feel of the game. This is not a fast paced action type game. If what you like is the Black Desert style of fighting, then you'll need some time to retrain the muscle memory on those fingers. If you get knocked down, your character does not instantly rebound back up. Instead, they kind of behave like a regular human would if they were knocked down in that situation. It kind of all depends on how you end up building the stats on your character as well. But Shikachu, all these things sound like negatives. Why the heck do I want to play this game? Because you will have fun. You're going to have so much fun. With the new open world style of the game, you can load right into a lobby with other players instead of having to meet up in the gathering hub. If you have friends you want to play with, you can create a private lobby and put a passcode on said lobby, so that way only those with the passcode can enter. If you need to find new friends, then join a random lobby and post a quest or join somebody else's quest. Do you need a little bit more help than you normally would? Post a quest asking for veterans or type it in the global chat. Veteran players love showing off, so you'll get a carry if you ask for one. And I haven't even touched on armor options yet. After character creation, you're going to create a Palico, which is your little cat buddy friend who is going to be helping you on your hunts. Now, your cat buddy only stays out with you if it's a solo hunt or if there's one other person, so 2 people total on a hunt. Any more than that, your cat buddy gets dismissed and goes back to camp to wait for you. But cat buddy also gets his own set of armor too, and there's some really cool armor options. There's something about this franchise that is just nostalgic in the best way possible. There's something about getting carted back to your campsite again and again and again and again after you get knocked down by that same monster again and again and again and again that just feels so old school to me. It's like being a kid and coming home, turning on your tube TV, powering up your Nintendo 64, and working as hard as you can to try to complete that level in Super Mario 64, only to have your mom tell you it's time for bed. What happened to us as a society that made us so terrified of failure? And why is it that we feel the need to lash out at others when they also fail? Yes, this is a call out to all of those interested yet timid players, but it's also a call in to the veterans of the gaming community. We got to start doing better. All of this to say, if you are interested in playing Monster Hunter, it's 1000% worth it, and I absolutely think that you should do it. Try it. There has never been a better time than there is right now to get into gaming. There's so many resources out there. There's so many guides that are really helpful. So many people who are putting together communities and working to build communities. Discord is great for connecting people. If you're interested, don't let these naysayers scare you off. Don't go to Reddit and look at game reviews, because I'm telling you, the most unhappy people in the world are on Reddit. I'm a Redditor. I'm calling myself out, I guess. So, if you're interested, just do it. That's all I got to say. Just do it. Thanks for tuning in and lending me your ear. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you next time.